I heard a great quote in church this weekend, which was, "Failure is not final. Failure is not final." And it, like many things in life, reminded me of a story that I want to share with you today. Tim McGaffin, when he was 9 years old, he prayed a prayer, just kind of asking God, hey God, what would you want me to do in my life? What would you have me to be? And he felt God answer him saying, "Tim, I want you to be the greatest basketball player of all time." So Tim starts working, right? Hours and hours in the driveway, going to basketball camps, working on his game, getting better until he arrives to the seventh grade. In the seventh grade, he tries out for the junior high basketball team, and he fails to make the team. But he keeps working harder and harder until he reaches the eighth grade and tries out once again, and he also fails to make that team. But he's off to high school now, a fresh start at a new school, more and more hours in the driveway, getting better, more and more camps, and he fails to make the team his ninth grade year. 10th grade, the same result. 11th grade, the same result. The 12th grade, his last chance at high school basketball, the same result. He failed to make the team. He went off on a missions trip and he comes back and he has to have knee surgery. They put 3 screws in one knee, 2 screws in the other knee. His doctor told him, "Tim, you've got the worst knees I've ever seen in my entire career. There's no way, no how, no reason you should ever be playing basketball at any level." Well, Tim felt called to be the greatest basketball player of all time, so that didn't deter him. He rehabs, he gets himself back into shape, and he tries out at Utah Valley State College for the men's team, and he fails. And he winds up transferring to Utah, a Division I basketball program, a really good one. And he tries out now in his third year of college eligibility for the men's team, and he failed. But the coaches saw something in Tim. They loved his work ethic, his character, the way the other players responded to him, and they said, "Hey, Tim, would you consider being our equipment manager this year?" And he agreed to that, which gave him more access to the gym, to trainers, to nutritionists, everything you needed to be a Division I basketball player. And he works harder than ever, and he comes back that last year to try out once again, and the last spot on the roster came down to Tim and one other guy. And he gets called into the coach's office, and the coach is like, "Tim, that was a great workout. We see how much better you have gotten. We see your hard work that you put in, and it has improved your game. But unfortunately, the last spot is going to the other guy." Tim McGaffin had once again failed to make the basketball team. He once again agreed, though, however, to be the team manager. And he's at a team dinner one night, and a starter on the team, says to him, "Tim, why are you even trying? You don't have what it takes to be one of us. You're just not good enough." And Tim was upset to hear this from one of the starters, but he had to agree that, hey, maybe I don't have the physical skills that I need to be a starter on this team. But at that point in life, Tim had done something that is so difficult that nobody else in basketball history at any level has ever done before. And that is to fail to make a basketball team 9 consecutive times. 9 times, and not quit. I guarantee you, after one, I would have quit. After one time of someone telling me, "Hey, you're not good enough to be here. You don't have what it takes. Hey, I'll go play ping pong or something. I'll find something that maybe is better suited for me to be successful in." Tim did not let that failure stop him from doing what he felt led to do. And he failed over and over and over and over again, 9 times, in attempts to become the greatest basketball player of all time. And he'd go on to make $1 million in basketball, to be an NBA player. No, but he did something that no other basketball player has ever done. So maybe in his own way, Tim McGaffin did become the greatest basketball player of all time. All matters how you define success. Failure does not have to be final. Your failures do not have to dictate your future. You all have more in you. I have more in me than we often think. So don't be defined by your failures. Accept failures as opportunities to learn and grow. Every time I fail at something, I should have some element of thanks in me that, hey, I had the courage to try, and I can learn something from it. I can learn something, I can take something from it to make me better in my next attempt at whatever it is that I try. Don't be afraid to fail. Have a great week.